Mitt Romney has not made up his mind yet if he'll be supporting President Trump for a second term. The Republican Utah Senate candidate and an outspoken critic of the president saying it's too soon to tell. Watch.
Will you vote for President Trump in 2020? You said you think he's going to get reelected.
It's too early to say who I will support. Yeah, I did say I think he'll get reelected. That's not an endorsement. I mean, I also think that Gavin Newsom will get elected in California. That's not something I want to see. It's just something that's probably going to happen.
Our A-team is back. Leslie Marshall, Shelby, Holliday, and Morgan Ortagus. I don't know. What did you think of that response, Morgan?
Well, I mean, I think President Trump succeeded in winning in 2016 without Mitt Romney's help. So I think he's going to be okay in 2020.
Is that going to lose sleep over this? Okay.
I mean, the president actually has already endorsed Mitt Romney in his race, and I think he will win overwhelmingly in Utah. I don't think anyone's concerned about that. So I do think some of what you're seeing happening because Mitt Romney has made positive statements about the president on the campaign trail. I know that anytime he says anything even remotely that seems even remotely critical of the president, that the media sort of lashes onto that and says, see, Romney's criticizing Trump. So I think there might be a little bit of that going on.
Leslie, why would he hedge? I mean, if he's in the same party and he's been endorsed by him, why would he hedge?
Well, gee, I guess because when he was running for governor of my home state of Massachusetts, he was pro-choice. And then when he ran for president, he was pro-life. Sorry, no disrespect to Governor Romney, but I do feel that he says what he needs to say to get elected. And I think right now he wants to see where the tide of voters' opinion is on the president because he knows he's got his race when it gets closer to 2020. Remember, he has said, like you said, the media jumps on it. He's not a good role model for children. But it's great that he has tough talk.
And you go back to that op-ed he penned a month ago, right, Shelby, in the Salt Lake Tribune.
Yep.
He vowed to speak out against Trump or continue to when necessary. But he did go on to praise the president and what he has done with his policies in recent weeks, saying that his first year in office was, quote, very similar to what Romney's presidency would have looked like, and thought it was better than expected.
Yeah, and he also lists off a lot of achievements. He likes the tax cut, the reduction in regulations. He's glad that Trump backed away from this 35% tariff across the board. But he did criticize it. You know, he's walking the line. He did criticize him for a few things. I think there are two big developments that could change Romney's mind, and he's being careful about that. And these are two things that are very important to Romney. That is trade, and that is the Russia investigation. And those things we have yet to see how they play out. You know, the tensions have been ratcheting up with China, with our European allies. It's unclear if we're headed towards a trade war, but people on Wall Street are certainly worried about that. And then you also have the Russia investigation, which, sorry everyone, we are months and months away from knowing anything concrete. So I think Romney's just kind of letting that play out.
During his presidential race, remember, he warned about Russia, criticizing President Obama about that.
But that's true. I mean, he was certainly ahead of his time on that. I mean, I sat in 2012 on election night in Boston. I supported Mitt Romney, and it was a crushing night for those of us who had supported him to watch him lose. But one of the things that he made very clear is that he didn't agree with the agenda that President Obama had set for the country. And so I think if he takes a step back and if he looks beyond some of the things that he doesn't like the way President Trump speaks, but looks at the actual agenda and the things that President Trump is reversing from the Obama administration that Mitt Romney himself disagreed with, he'll see a list of accomplishments that I think he would mostly agree with.
Okay. Interesting stuff. We will leave it there.
We'll see how it goes.
Thank you to our A-team. Good to have you guys.
Good to see you.